Hello, seniors and parents. Mrs. Eggy here. I hope you all are enjoying the last few days of summer. I know for myself, summer just flew by and I can't believe school is right around the corner already. I know how busy the end of summer is, so I just wanted to share with you some information regarding your senior year. I will be meeting with each senior once school starts to go over these things as well, but I wanted to make sure that parents also are able to hear all of this information. Senior year can be an exciting and anxious time as you begin to plan for life after high school. Some of you may be planning for college, some may be planning for trade school, the military, or the workforce, and some may not know at this point, and that's okay too. As everyone has different passions and interests, not everyone's plans for after high school will look the same. I want you all to know that I'm here to help you as you plan for that next step in seeing what God's plan is for you. Just know that God has created you for a purpose and He can't wait to see you live that out. First off, one thing I like to encourage seniors with each year is to finish strong. I know the end of high school is in sight and it can be so easy to coast through this last year and focus on what's afterwards, but it will be so important for you to continue to work hard this year, be good examples for those underclassmen, and also to remember that colleges will be looking at your final grades this last year of high school. They also will be looking to see that you are still taking challenging courses your senior year as well. Also, as Acts 20:24 states, my only aim is to finish the race and complete the task the Lord Jesus has given me. And right now, that task is going to be for you to finish your senior year strong. So I just want to encourage you guys to do that this year. One resource I want to share with you is our school's counseling website, which is off of our main school website. So you just go to sheboyganchristian.com and then under the academics tab, all the way at the bottom, counseling department. Here there are a number of different resources available to you, and just to kind of give you an overview of what you can find on here. Here is going to be the main page, some information about me and my contact information as well. If you scroll to the left-hand side, I will be posting updates and announcements for you guys. A lot of the stuff that I post here will be emailed out to you as well throughout the school year. I like to send a lot of emails to your school emails, so please be checking those throughout the whole year. Also, if any of you are on Facebook or Instagram, I would encourage you to follow the SCS Eagles Counseling Department pages for both of those. I will post different resources and announcements and reminders on there for you guys as well. So make sure you look those up and follow those along as well. Some other things that will be on this website: transcript request forms. I'll go over that a little bit later on in this video to explain that to you. We have information regarding our academic and career planning, or ACP, which is something that we now offer in grades 6 through 12. If you want more information on that, you can look here. And if you still have questions regarding ACP, you can always feel free to contact me as well, and I'd love to better explain that to you. Some more resources for you regarding college exploration. Just some different websites here. There are resources for different careers. Some information regarding job shadows as well, which can be such an important part in trying to decipher what kind of a career you could see yourself in as well. You guys did job shadow in April for your junior year, and you always are more than welcome to do job shadows your senior year as well if you're still kind of trying to decide what career you want to pursue. There are links for the military if you want to find out more information regarding the military and the different branches. There also is information regarding ACT and SAT testing. So you'll have ACT information on the right-hand side, SAT, and then the AccuPlacer, which is the standardized test that technical colleges usually require you to take before you can go there. There is scholarship information posted on here, which I will also go over a little bit later in this video as well. But some websites that you can use there. There will be information regarding financial aid and FAFSA. I will update this with a new PowerPoint later this fall when I receive that. There are also resources here for you as well, explaining financial aid a little bit better, talking about college costs and how to pay for college as well. I also have posted different community service opportunities for you guys. As you know, for Bible Portfolio and Capstone, you will have to do community service, but I also want to encourage you to do community service outside of that as well. Schools, colleges, and scholarships will be looking at what kind of community service you have done, so it will be important for you to focus on that so that way you can kind of stand out above some of the other applicants. So I'll post those on here as well. And then the last thing I have on this website are just some mental health resources. The Sheboygan County Mental Health Crisis Line. This is always available to you 24 hours a day if you or someone you know is just having a major crisis and you need someone to talk to. They're always available. Mental Health America is a great resource for Sheboygan. You can always check out their website. They've got a lot of good stuff on here as well. I also want to encourage you all. My office is always open to you guys, so if you are ever feeling some struggles that you just really need someone to talk to, if you're feeling really stressed out one day and you just need a little bit of a break in your day, you guys are always welcome to come to my office. I've got a lot of different kinds of tools for you there to use. I've got some stress relief, squishy toys, some Play-Doh, some coloring things, and I usually always have candy as well if you just kind of need a little break in your day. You guys are always more than welcome to come visit me. I want you guys to know that I'm always there for you. So that is what is on the counseling department webpage. You can always peruse that. If you're having trouble finding things or think something should be on there, you can always let me know and we can talk about that more. We will be able to talk more about your individual post-secondary plans when we meet during the school year. But for now, I want to share with you some general information you will need to know for those who are planning on going off to college. So first of all, regarding the ACT, all of you took the ACT back in February at school. Some of you may want to take the ACT again. It can be a good idea to take it again because there is a good chance that you will go up a point or two in your score the second time you take it, especially if you study. Remember, you all should have an account with Method Test Prep to study for this. Another thing to think about is that some scholarships offered by colleges determine eligibility by your ACT score. So I would encourage you to look at the different colleges you are interested in and look at their scholarships and see what their requirements are for that. For those who are interested in signing up to take the ACT again, these are the upcoming test dates. And then you have the registration deadlines here. These are offered at UW Sheboygan, so you don't have to travel far in order to retake those. Another thing, you all received an ACT ID that was given to you when you took the ACT in February. That will be listed on the score report you received. If you do not know what your ACT ID is, you can ask me and I can let you know what that is as well. Using that ID will allow you to keep all of your scores together. Also, when you take the ACT, you can list up to 4 colleges that your scores will be sent to, and I would recommend doing this as it is free. And even if you're not 100% sure that you will be attending one of those schools, it doesn't hurt to just send it there. Um, if you want to send your scores later on to a school, you will have to pay a fee then. And I just want to show you how you can register for an upcoming ACT test. So you need to go to act.org, and then you'll click register for the ACT test. I also want to encourage you to look through this website as well. There will be a lot of helpful information on here, some test prep stuff, information on test day, and kind of explaining your scores a little better as well. So in order to register, you will click there, and then you do need to create a account. You have not created one yet, and that will bring you to this page. And if you have questions on that, you can always let me know as well, and I'll do my best to help you with that. Also, remember to use your method test prep account to study. And just a refresher as to what that looks like and what you can do on there. So you'll log in. I can email this information out as well so you have it there for you. You're going to want to make sure you click on ACT, and then there are a number of different options here for you to use. You can go week by week and study different lessons for each subject each week. Or on the left-hand side here, you can do evaluation tests. And these are smaller 10 to 15 minute tests that are supposed to simulate the score that you would receive on a regular test. So this can be a helpful tool for you. There are different lessons, vocabulary builder. There are also full-length exams. There are 2 different ones. So I would really encourage you guys to use this resource. It is free for you, so please use that. And if you have any questions regarding method test prep, always feel free to let me know. So for college visits, these are a very valuable part of deciding what college you want to go to. I recommend going during the school year and during the week, so that way you're able to see what real college life is like. You're able to see students on campus and maybe even sit in on some classes as well. If you are having a hard time deciding between colleges, you can use this college comparison worksheet that I have created. This allows you to compare a number of different areas and help you determine what is important to you in a college. So if you look at this example, it compares things such as location, environment, academics, expenses, financial aid, housing, activities. And you can always add in things that are important to you as well. So I'll email this out to you guys too so you can use that. Also, on Career Locker, for those who remember their login, I would encourage you to use this. If you don't remember your login, let me know and I can look that up for you. But this can be a great resource to you guys. If you go under education, and you can click compare colleges and schools, and you can do the electronic version of comparing colleges and schools. Here would be an example. So you can search the school you're interested in, you click add, it will pop up over here, and then you can click compare, and then it pops up all this information for you to compare with schools, and they have all these categories over here as well. So this can be a great resource for you guys to use. I would also encourage those who are having a hard time deciding what kind of a career interests them and what kind of a major they want to do in college. You can always go on Career Locker under assessments. You can take the personal globe inventory, and this helps you link your interests to possible careers that would link with those interests. And then you can click on occupations here, and you can look up those different occupations as well, and you can find out all kinds of information on there. So I would really encourage you to use your Career Locker. account and get good use out of it, there are lots of great resources on here for you as well. For college applications, to apply to college, you will want to go to a college's website and look up their admission requirements to see if you qualify. Each school will have different requirements, such as what kind of GPA you need or ACT score. Just to show you an example of how to do this, I will use my alma mater, Northwestern. So every school that you search for online will have an admissions tab that you can go to. And this is where you're going to be able to see a lot of that information of what you need to do to get in, how you can apply tuition, scholarships, financial aid, all of that information. I also want to encourage you to use the email addresses they list for admissions counselors. If you have questions regarding the process of applying, these people will be so helpful to you in answering those questions. So I really want to encourage you to email them. You can always ask me, but every school is so different, and I may not necessarily know the answer. So I would really encourage you to talk to those admissions reps. And when you look for the application on these websites, you want to look for the undergraduate application. That is what you all will be applying for, the undergrad application. And for college applications, I do recommend completing these before December 1st, if not earlier. But every college's deadlines will be different, so you need to make sure you are paying attention to that. If you know what schools you want to apply to, you can always apply sooner. Some colleges have early decision or early action applications. These can be beneficial to you if you know for sure which school you want to attend, and it can avoid some of the stress later on in the school year as well. If you apply early decision and get in, then you are entering into a binding agreement to attend that school. For early action applications, this is a non-binding agreement, but you just find out sooner if you are accepted. So I really want to encourage you, if you are thinking of applying for that early decision or early action application, to really read the requirements for that, so you know if you are entering into that type of an agreement. There will be a number of steps in order to complete your college applications. There will be an application fee. There will also be an essay, lots of information you need to enter. Some schools may require a letter of recommendation as well. You will also need to request that the high school send your transcript to the college when you apply. In order to do that, you will need to go back to the counseling website. So if you recall, you go to sheboyganchristian.com under academics and then counseling department. And then scroll down on the right hand side, transcript request form. And then you just need to enter your name here, the year you're graduating, and then where you want your transcript sent to. So you need the name of the college and then the address. And then you hit submit. This will be emailed to me, and then we will get that sent out to you as soon as we can. Also, at the end of the school year, when all of your final grades are in, we will automatically send your transcript to the college that you will be attending. So that's not something you need to ask us to do. We will just automatically do that once all of the grades are in. Financial aid and FAFSA. It will be really, really important for you to research tuition costs for the colleges you are looking at. If you plan on applying for financial aid to pay for college, you will need to fill out the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. You can fill this out as soon as October 1st. This will also be important to fill out as soon as you can so that your name may be at the top of the list when they are handing out that aid. In order to apply for FAFSA, you will go to studentaid.ed.gov and create an account. So this is what it will look like. And then you are new to the FAFSA process, so you will start here. And then you should apply as the student, and I would really encourage you to do this with your parents, as they will be able to help you answer a lot of these questions as well. Another important thing to understand when going to college is understanding how student loans work and how those interest rates work as well. We will have a lesson on this in ACP this year, so I really want to encourage you guys to take that lesson seriously and really pay attention to how it works to pay for school with student loans. In the past, we have held a financial aid night in the fall to better explain FAFSA and how that process works. I'm hoping we can set this up this year as well, and I will let you all know when we have that on the calendar as well. When thinking about paying for college, this brings up a very important topic: scholarships. Scholarships are so important when it comes to paying for college. This is free money that you do not have to pay back. So how do you find scholarships to apply for, and how do you know which ones are for you? Here is an example of the different kinds that are available to you. So this is a sampling of all the different kinds of scholarships. So this first portion, these are scholarships that are specific to our students. You will need to complete one application. I'll hand that out probably the end of March, beginning of April. You fill that one application out, and that will qualify you for all of these, except for the Vanderyacht Family Scholarship. That will have its own separate application for you to fill out, but that is also just specific to our students as well. So that I will give you more information as the time gets closer. A lot of local organizations sponsor scholarships. So some examples would be Lewisburg State Bank, the Rotary Club, Aurora Health Foundation. All of these will have different criteria for these scholarships, so you will need to read through and see if you qualify for these scholarships. They will all have different deadlines as well, and I will be sending out this information to you guys throughout the school year so you know which ones are available to you. National scholarships. These are scholarships where you are competing with students in 50 states, but often there is big money involved with those. So Ronald McDonald Charities would be an example of that. For college/university scholarships and awards, private schools have more money to give away than public schools. Scholarships are awarded for achievements, so academic areas, music, athletics, things like that. So those you will want to pay attention to when you are looking up college information on their websites. I would encourage you to go look at the different scholarships they have available. If they are not listed on their website, I would email those admissions reps and ask them about that information. That will be another important piece for you to do early on, so that way when they are handing out that scholarship money, you are at the top of their list as well. So make sure you are proactive in looking for those. Some of the different websites you can use for scholarships are FastWebs and scholarships.com, and all of these I will also have on our school website. And these are ones you can always just Google to scholarships and see what kinds of things pop up as well. One thing I want to show you is that I have created a Google Doc for you with scholarships. So I will email this out to you, but also if you want to find it off of our school webpage, I will show you where that is. So you're going to scroll down on the right hand side under scholarships, and then you click here for scholarships. And this will bring you to that Google Doc that I have created. All of these are sorted by deadlines. So every month you can come in here and you can look which scholarships you can apply for that month. You are going to need to pay attention to the criteria, as you may qualify for some and may not others, but you'll also want to pay attention to those deadlines. But this is something you can do each month. I know a lot of the times scholarships tend to be focused on in the spring, but I really want to encourage you to pay attention to this year-round because there are a lot that are available to you throughout the whole school year. So that is there for you. I will continuously update this as I get more information, and I will also email updates to you as well. For some scholarships, you may need a letter of recommendation from a teacher, principal, counselor, or coach. In order to ask someone to write a letter of recommendation for you, you need to provide them with some information like a resume or brag sheet. I have created a brag sheet for you to fill out to give to those who you want to write a letter of recommendation for you. That way they have concrete information and examples to include in your letter of recommendation to help make it stand out above others. So here is what I've created for you guys. You need to fill this out. So with your name, you need to let them know what scholarship you are applying for, and then when you need this completed and returned by, because you want to make sure you are able to meet that deadline to apply for that scholarship. So you will read through this list and write all of this different information about you. And I'll email this out to you guys as well. It's also very important for you to thank those who have written a recommendation for you. All of these people are really rooting for you. We want you to succeed in life, and we are so excited for you all. So I really want to encourage you to thank those that write these recommendations for you and show your appreciation. Last thing on my list, this is a senior year timeline that I have created. These are items and dates to keep in mind throughout your senior year. Some of these may apply to you and some may not, but just good things to be aware of throughout this year. And you can kind of go through and highlight what things you will need to do and put on your calendar. And that is just a resource for you all to have. Lastly, I have attached with this email your transcript and your class schedule. If you have questions regarding your schedule, please ask Mr. A. I will also be doing a credit check to make sure that you will have all the credits you need to graduate. We will go over that more when we meet during the school year as well. Also, it will be important for you to start brainstorming your capstone ideas as well. If you have any questions at all regarding the material I went over, or if you have any questions regarding anything I didn't talk about, please don't hesitate to contact me. I have attached my email and my school phone number there as well. So I really encourage you to let me know if you have questions. If I don't have the answer to your questions, I will do my best to find out the answers and let you know. So I'm always here as a resource for you guys, and I want to make sure that you use me for that as well. I hope you all enjoy your last few days of summer, and I look forward to seeing you all at school. Thanks, guys.